Uh, 3, 2, 1. We are live. So, Ajmal Saab, I will just have a brief introduction, uh, and I might use a few words that might sound exotic to you. They might be known as Norwegian. Nobody else
Okay,
understands it. So, we are a
no
small
worries at all.
nation.
Yeah.
Ok. Folkens, vi ønsker velkommen til dagens sending. I dag har vi Ajmal Samuel med oss. Han er kommet frem til hotellrommet sitt, er endelig live. So, Ajmal Saab, मैंने बस यही बताया कि we finally you have arrived your room, or we got you live now from your mission. So, आप बताएं कि आप कौन से शहर में अभी, आप किधर हैं?
Actually, मैं इस वक्त I'm coming from Tinsit, and I'm in a very small town called Rendell.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah,
I've been
I
to
do know.
Kinshasa. It's a very cold place. You know that.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
It was cold. Well,
It was.
coming after all this experience of being on the road, it seems that everything is cold. So, but in Norway, it's cold and it's wet. But
मैं,
other than that, yeah.
you are on the inside of the country. यानी कि you're not on the seaside. So that might even, it might be warmer, but it would feel colder.
Yeah, most probably, most probably. Yeah, but it
Good.
is a delight because it's such a beautiful country. Starting from Mo i Rana and
Hmm.
then all the way to where I am today, it's
Wow.
uh, it's nice. It's all of it is pretty cool.
So, Ajmal Saab, I have one question here from one of our members. वो पूछ रहे थे कि how long, what मतलब आपने जो route जो plan करते हैं, how far do you travel a day on average? Uh, Shorter or longer, or आप adopt करते हैं?
It all actually depends, but it depends on what is available in the next city or what is available in the next town. So, but typically, what I try to do is that we plan it in a way that we do not exceed 100 Ks every day. So
100.
it is anywhere between 60 to 100 kilometers. Although there have been instances where we did exceed 100K, but that was because either we were feeling very good, we did 100K, more than 100K, or maybe there was no place available in between our starting point and the end point. So that's why we did 100K. Like, for example, today I've just come to my room,
Hmm.
and we just finished from Tenset. We did 75 kilometers, which is just about right, 75, 80 kilometers.
That's a good distance. Incidentally,
Yeah,
आपको
that's
बताऊं कि I was in the Norwegian Armed Forces,
uh-huh.
um, and we had a camp not far away from Tinset, actually, a little bit further south.
Okay.
Yeah, and when we arrived there, first of all, the diesel froze, so they had to come take us back, and they brought us
Really?
up by buses. So, yeah. So when we
That's
arrived,
cold if the diesel froze.
yes,
That is
it was
cold.
cold.
Okay.
हाँ, और जब जिधर हमने पहुंचना था, मतलब शाम के 6 बजे, so we arrived like 2 o'clock in the night, and it was minus 40.5. So
Wow, minus 14.5. Okay. That is four
that's a
one four or 40?
uh, 40, 40.
40. Okay, yeah. That is
So
cold. Okay.
yeah,
I've
yeah,
experienced cold weather also, similar to this, but that's up in the mountains in Himalayas,
mm.
yeah, in Pakistan. Yeah. But
Oh yeah, of course. Himalayas also are very cold. It's
very
also
well
a
cold.
very cold place.
So as you must have read from my background, so I'm also ex-army guy. Yeah, so posted
Yep.
in the northern areas in Pakistan.
Yeah, that's good to know, uh, and that's what makes men from boys, so, or boys to men.
And that's
We
right.
can say
So, yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
that, definitely. So, बताएं, the big question, or the questions, big question, or one of the biggest questions is, what is the motivation behind this? Why?
Okay, so actually, I'll give you a very quick backgrounder, maybe, so that everybody who's watching or listening right now, they can get an idea of.
Mm.
I'm sure maybe they know who I am, but maybe it would be better if it comes from me directly as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, of course, I'm Ajmal Samuel. I'm from Pakistan originally, Pakistani origin, but I'm ex-military also. I was serving in Pakistan Armed Forces, and then I had an accident in 1987 as a young lieutenant, and that's the time I left Pakistan. I went to UK. I had my surgeries, etc., done, and then studied in Germany, and then somehow the other. It's a long story. I settled in Hong Kong. So
Wow.
in 1992, 92. So I've been in Hong Kong for almost 30 plus years. And because I'm in a wheelchair, I'm disabled and I'm in a wheelchair. So I had a lot of challenges to go through, so a lot of hurdles to go through. But eventually ended up working for a very big family office in Hong Kong and became
Mm.
the group CEO for that particular family. And that's the
Wow.
time I left that business. In 2009, I left the corporate world and I started
Mhm.
my own business. And that's the time actually I started getting a lot more time to indulge in physical activity. And I started competing in different areas and also started getting fit. And then in 2019, something interesting happened. I was invited to handbike in China from Beijing to the border of Russia, which is about 3,000 kilometers. It was something new for me, and I took it on. But what happened actually in that particular trip was it was sort of a life changing experience for me because we were going from town to town in China, and we were holding workshops with the local disabled community in China and trying to get them the awareness and the idea about being physically fit.
Mm.
And the thing which really moved me was that when I was doing this, uh, many people, first of all, they wouldn't believe that you are biking so long, hand biking with my arms. I'm hand biking for so long, for almost like 3,000 kilometers or whatever, whichever city or town I was in. But once they got to know that I really was, they would acknowledge, oh, really, I'm. Then the acceptance level was very different because they knew that this guy was actually hand biking on his own with a team, but I'm biking on my own
Mm.
and I'm going from town to town, and the message is get physically fit and do things in which you make your life a little bit more healthy. So what I discovered that to get the message to them in this way was a very different ball game, rather than to fly in or to drive there, because then I'm doing it myself, so they can see, and then for them to follow was much easier. So I decided then when I came back, I decided that every year I'm going to actually
Mm.
do something like this, a long distance handbike ride. And my next handbike ride in 2020 was supposed to be from Kashgar, which is northwestern China, to Karachi in Pakistan over the Himalayas. Yeah. Also 3,000 kilometers. But then COVID came. Every year, my this whole dream was not materializing, and even this year, I wanted to. It was all planned. I was supposed to do this ride through Kashgar to Karachi through the Himalayas in August, but the political situation in Pakistan deteriorated, and a lot of people, my crew, were foreigners. So I was like not very comfortable in taking them together with me. So I had to come up with an alternative idea, and that is where the Baltics and Scandinavia came into picture, because the whole idea of what I was doing in China was to giving the message across to the people and the communities in China. But in this case, I'm actually the whole idea was to learn, because a very well developed countries, learn what are they doing for the disabled people, what are they doing for inclusion, what are they doing for sports or physical fitness, etc. So that's the journey I am trying to follow, and but it's almost over. So I think this Saturday I should be in Oslo.
And
But
that's
that's
good.
the background. Yeah.
So how long are you going to stay in Oslo, Ajmal Sahib?
I'm not very sure right now, but as per my plan right now, I think I should be arriving on Saturday afternoon, and I should be leaving on Wednesday. I think Tuesday or Wednesday, maybe Wednesday.
Okay. ओके गुड इट एक्चुअली इधर तो काफ़ी सारे लोग हैं who are lots of people who are interested in meeting you and Oslo happens to have the biggest Norwegian Pakistani or not Pakistani expat community as well. We are
I would
approximately
love to meet up with them as well. And I think this is a good place, a good platform right now to actually see how I can arrange. I will maybe let you know where I'll be staying very soon. And
yeah.
then if it can be arranged to meet with whoever wants to meet up, that will be good.
Definitely, definitely. और आपने so far क्या what did you discover? How is Norway doing for its for people who have disabilities? What is your impression on that side?
Actually, okay, so it's been a struggle for me to connect with the different communities in the whole way coming, starting from, I started in Lithuania. So it's not easy because you need to organize a lot in advance. And because this plan changed and I had improvise everything. So it was almost like trying to figure out what to do, how to do it. But Norway, luckily, through some of my friends, I think might be watching this channel right now,
Mhm.
and also through some of my own connections. So, and also sometimes there are some instances. One instance, just run into somebody in the lobby who's in a wheelchair. Got to connect with a lot of people. Some people got to connect with some people. Actually, I should say more on the sports side, and that is something from where I started to learn a little bit more what is happening in Norway. And of course, uh, when it comes to anybody who's disabled or anybody who wants help from the government, they don't really need to ask. As long as they're active, the government helps them and subsidizes. Just day before yesterday, one of the local athletes, one of the local hand cyclists, he joined me for one of the rides, and he was telling me that as long as you're active athlete, the government looks after you for the equipment and all that, which is one of the biggest problem because one of the biggest expense. And then overall, also, for example, I'm staying in a very small town right now. I just checked into the hotel. So most of the places, even some cottages I stayed in, they're all accessible, or most of them are accessible. There's some of them once in a here and there is an issue, but from that point of view, there's a lot of awareness, and the whole idea of inclusion is very well developed. And I think this is something which other countries or myself and need to learn more about and take
Yeah,
it,
yeah, I,
export it. Yeah.
absolutely. You are right. And Norway is, when you are a citizen of Norway, Norway actually owns you, I kind of, so you are their responsibility and they do look after you. I mean, everybody, of course, they could have done more. So everything can be done more, of course, but they're doing a pretty good job. Um,
Yeah, I have to say.
Yeah, I'm hoping that we would be able to link you up with something that happens here in my community. I live just, well, 20 minutes outside of Oslo, and my sports club uh, is actually the leading club in Norway when it comes to something called wheelchair floorball. So
Okay.
yeah, floorball is a game which I started in my area here, and about 32 years ago. And in those days, it was 4 countries playing the game. Today, it's 76 countries.
Wow. Cool.
And yeah, and wheelchair floorball started about 20 years ago. And there are special chairs. I will send you the link, and I will also send you the videos. And it's a very, very tactical game because they play 3-on-3, Uh, and all of the players, they have disability of some kind, but they are exceptionally skilled. My team actually happens to be the Nordic champions. They are Norwegian champions, and they also play in a European league against
Wow,
German
cool, very
teams,
nice.
Danish teams. It's a fantastic sport.
I would love
Uh,
to come and have a look and meet some of the people there. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually I'm trying to arrange so you would be able to try one of these slades as well, because we have special made
Okay.
slades. Yeah,
Okay.
and and you would
No, that
be
is so cool.
yeah, you would be amazed how tactically because when they play 3-on-3, they are barring each other. It's like an advanced form of basketball, basically 3-on-3.
Ah, okay. Okay. Cool. Very nice.
So
I
yeah,
would love to know a little bit more about it, all of this,
yeah, yeah.
and meet some of the players as well.
Yeah, and the limitation for this game has actually been on the finance side, because each of these sleds are they are quite expensive. They're made only by one company in Denmark, and they're charging like $2,500 for each of them. And each
Mm.
of them, they have wheels, they have an electromotor, they have a battery, and I was just thinking that if there is someone who can make this cheaper, it is our country. So
Yeah.
so if you
Yeah.
could look
A
into
lot of
this, I mean, this is a sport that we can easily take into Pakistan also, very easily.
okay. Well,
Yeah.
I look forward to see. But just for your information, recently, so I have a foundation also, Ajmal Samuel Foundation. The whole
Oh,
idea
yeah.
for it is providing help to people who are disabled or even not disabled, but idea for
Mhm.
encouraging living a healthy life. And I just recently working with the athlete in a new athlete in Pakistan, and gave my foundation gave him a hand bike. So he's now the first guy in Pakistan actually to have a hand bike and start training. So that's something I'm following up with them. But yeah, definitely when I'm in Oslo, I would love to meet up with you, the team, etc.
Yeah, yeah.
It'll
Now
be
we'll arrange for that, definitely. You see, this week is an autumn holiday. This entire week here in Oslo.
okay.
Um, Yeah, and the history behind it is that we had a week of autumn holiday in Norway because back in the days, people when the farmers were going to harvest their potatoes, they needed the kids to work in the fields. So there was one
Ah,
week off. So the holiday is actually called the potato holiday. So
potato holiday. Okay,
yeah, so
interesting.
yeah, and
Interesting.
now the harvesting is done by machines, but they still kept the damn holiday. So
Yeah, 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 of course. There's always an excuse for a holiday. Yeah,
always, yeah, and
yeah, excuse.
we have good excuse for holidays.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
So yeah, so
that's cool.
a lot of people are they're up in their mountains and uh, traveling all over the place. And Norwegians still, they have this exploratory mindset, so they like to explore and they like to travel. You'll find them in the strangest places in the world. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can see we see a lot of people. I didn't know about this holiday, but we see a lot of people on the roads, and maybe that's why we're traveling around. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So and a lot of people, I mean, Norwegian leisure. Well, they spend a lot of time up in their cabins. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
I
mandatory
have
to
learned
be.
so. I have
Yeah,
learned so. Yeah, everybody you meet talks about a cabin somewhere.
yep.
Yeah, it's
That's
very
very true.
important.
Either they
Yeah.
have, we call it the cabin people, or you have the boat people. So either you have a boat or you have a cabin. So
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
So either one of those. Yeah.
Yeah, these are the holy cows of Norway. So it's like going to Finland and you meet a Finn and they all have a sauna. So
Okay. That's
yeah,
right. Now these guys, you guys have either a boat or a cabin. Okay, cool, cool, cool,
Yeah.
cool. Understood.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, and then the Finns have their sauna. So, and since we have a
It's
friendly, how can you? We have a friendly neighbor to our east. So with the Swedes, Swedes are it is the most populous country in the Nordics. So everybody likes to beat them. So, but it's a very
okay.
friendly. We know we're not we don't kill them anymore. They used to do that, but that ended in 1905. So
Okay. Good to hear that. Good to know that. Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
yeah. But we definitely and the Norwegian Pakistani diaspora. I can tell you this, that the first guys arrived in the late 1960s. Uh,
Okay.
yeah, and they were all from one area, and
Which
then yeah,
which
from
was the area?
Gujarat.
Okay.
Yeah. So we have a very, very big population here from villages like Alampur, Gondla.
Mhm.
You have Memuchak, a
Mhm.
lot of people from Gujarat, and also from Kadian, a lot of people from Kadian. Well, those guys who came in the early 70s, they were hardworking people. I mean, they were like, staying 6, 8 people in one room, working in a factory. They actually built Norway because Norway needed their labor in those days. So
Yeah. Immigrants. That's the classic story of immigrants. Immigrants are always hardworking. But the second
very true.
generation, third generation, then things start changing. But the first generation immigrants, they're always hardworking
Yeah, yeah. So
because
now
they know there's
we,
no other way.
yeah. So these days now we are about 60,000 approximately
Okay.
Norwegian Pakistanis,
Oh,
and in our group S&P here we are 13,300 members right now.
okay.
So
Cool, cool.
yeah, by far the largest group of Norwegian Pakistanis, and of course we're not a homogeneous group. It's very different. People, some of us well, they have arrived here recently, not too far away ago, not too many years ago, or even months. While some of us have been here. Well, this is second or third generation.
Mm.
So we have doctors, engineers. We have in the Norwegian diaspora, well, Norwegian ethnic Norwegians regard Pakistanis as an asset for their country.
Okay.
So we are
Oh,
not
okay.
frowned upon. We are well integrated. Well, more or less. You do have
Hmm.
some people who have some issues or problems, but that also goes to all other minorities or immigrants as well. But generally speaking, we have a very, very good name here. We are politicians
That's
as
very
well.
good.
Yeah, we have ministers as well, in the government.
Oh,
So yeah,
very, very good. So
yeah.
that is done very well. Integration wise, is done very, very well.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think the reason, one of the main reasons for this is the Norwegian culture or the Norwegian social system. You see, in
Hmm.
in Norway, we have something called a jante law.
Hmm.
Jante law, actually, it was written by a Danish guy, but we adopted it. But the Jante law is a norm, and it basically said something like this. And Ajmal Saab, please listen carefully, because this is where you will find the essence of the Norwegian society and the Norwegian culture, and why we don't have a feudal system which England has.
Hmm.
Uh,
Hmm.
it's based on. It says something like this: don't you ever dare to think that you're better than the person standing next to you.
Okay. Interesting.
It means, and let me give you an example of the implications. In 1971, when the Arabs closed their oil exports, when they stopped
Yeah.
exporting oils,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So there is a picture of the Norwegian king,
Hmm.
King Olav,
Hmm.
the current king, King Harald, his father. He is
Hmm.
on a tram and he's paying for his ticket.
Hmm.
And people and the journalist asked him, "Your Majesty, you have unlimited access to petrol. Why aren't you not taking your? Why aren't you taking your car?"
Hmm.
He says, "Because I'm king for the people, and when my people suffer, I suffer with them."
Hmm. Okay.
So this is the essence of it, and this is also why I think the constitutional monarchy, which is a contradiction in terms when it comes to Norway, because we are an equal egalitarian society and still we have a king. So
Yeah.
it
It's a
sounds
very
fun.
interesting concept, and what you just said is quite deep also. The way, yeah, when you
Yeah.
think about it, for a community or for a country.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So that has created, so the Norwegian society is a very, very unique place as such. So since we all are equal, the opportunities you get are also equal. I'm very
Yeah.
sure there is no other country in the world where you will find so many foreigners or persons of foreign origins in top jobs in companies. I mean,
Okay.
in if you look at UK, you could have a PhD from MIT and they still wouldn't make you the CEO of the BBC. You have to come through the Eton College system, So they have their own colleges and their own academies, and they which and you have to come from a certain background. In Norway, you don't have to do that.
Okay.
Here,
Good. Very
you
nice
only have
to
to
know.
prove your value, and that's it.
Yeah. Cool. Very good. It's, I wouldn't compare it, but something like USA. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you touche. That's a good
Yeah,
good comment.
I wouldn't. I qualified myself. I wouldn't compare it, but I can say something like USA because you can be from graduate of whatever university, but you can hold top jobs. And yeah,
Yeah. So, but again, and the society is I think it's a very healthy society as such, because the opportunities you are given, your children are given, they are so unique. They invest in you. The investment in human capital is very unique. So
that's it.
and that also reflects the punitive system here as well. The jails,
Mhm.
they don't punish you in jail. You're not there to get beaten up or abused and tortured, because no, if you go to jail, you go there because they want to make something better out of you. So
Okay.
so
It's a matter of the whole correction systems, how the correction system is put together.
Yes, and since it's owned and ran by the country, and not by private institutions like in the US, you have a very different way of doing
Right.
things.
The outcomes are very different. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
true.
and it works. So, and that's probably why Norwegian police is not armed. They don't walk around with machine guns and pistols and stuff.
Yeah,
Um,
actually, it's interesting. I've yet to. I've seen the road traffic police go by many times because I'm on the road. But other than that, I have actually not seen any Norwegian police in uniform anywhere. I've yet to see any Norwegian police. So it's which is actually it's a very good thing if a country is put together like this that you don't really see the police. In Asia, there's one country which is several countries, but in Asia, for example, in Singapore, you'll hardly see any police. Never you will see any police, or
yeah.
maybe in Japan also. Yeah. So
Yeah. It's. I hope you can meet some of our members. We have, I think, 4 or 5 members who are police officers in our
okay,
group.
okay, cool.
If unless they are
I
busy,
look forward. I look forward when I'm in Oslo. I do not know how it can be arranged, but let's see how to make it possible. And maybe on when I arrive on Saturday, or on Monday or Tuesday, something like that.
yeah.
I would
No,
love to meet some other people.
oh, you will most certainly meet people. We will on behalf of S&P. We will once you have confirmed your time of arrival and the possibility for meeting you, we would be very happy to put you in touch with people here. Also, you actually just missed out on Norway Innovation Week, which was last
Oh,
week. Yeah,
okay, okay.
and there was a delegation from Pakistan.
Okay.
I think 150 people were supposed to be coming, but 90 of those they got the visa. So, and
Oh,
these people were screened by the PSEB, Software Export Board, and they were all IT and tech companies. And here I was one of the people from who was helping them out and pitching them towards Norwegian investors and Norwegian IT tech companies to get them partners. And pretty interesting. I have my background is on the entrepreneur side, so it's
okay.
good to
So
meet
I
people.
think I read somewhere the Pakistan Software Association was being represented here. Yeah,
Yes,
last
and they
week.
did a very good job.
Okay, I think I read it somewhere.
Yeah, yeah. But it's really about the time that okay, our parents were working and they built the country physically. I mean, but on the tech side, it's about time that we bring Pakistan in on that side as well. So
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah,
it's it's
on the sports side, I have a question for you. When I am
yes.
on, I'm arriving, and not only for you, I have a question for the whole community who's watching, who might be watching right now, or some of the
Hmm.
members are watching right now. So when I'm arriving on Saturday, I still haven't got. I can send the final details, etc. But it will be sometime in the afternoon. I would love
Hmm.
to meet if there are any people who are cyclists. Are there people who are cyclists in our community, or even their friends, Norwegian friends, etc.? So
We will.
when I'm near the
Yeah.
city, they can come and bike with me to wherever I'm
That's
staying. That would be very.
if you
That
can
would be.
give us a place where you will start and where it will end, or we
Yeah.
might even help you suggest a route for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
will surely we will arrange for people who will join you.
Yeah. That would be a very cool idea because that gives a little bit of a whole message for inclusion. Okay. And I would love if that could be arranged. But I will definitely, once I know, which is going to be another tomorrow, most probably, I will know that which route I'll take and how I will arrive. I
Yeah.
can share with you, and then you can share with your community and see if they can join, or even their Norwegian friends who can come and join. That'll be very nice message. Uh, what I'm trying to achieve, what I'm trying to do.
Uh, Absolutely, Ajmal Sahab. We will surely put that out. Once you know the timing, we will arrange for people to be invited to that. We'll also speak with the local media here and get them involved as well.
Okay, that would be
So
nice.
yeah, of course, of course. So yeah, surely.
Cool. Very
And
nice.
I will also try to see if you can meet a young Pakistani. His name is Itrat Zishan.
Hmm.
Um, Itrat Zishan for first of all, he's a shooting star in management, so he's doing a pretty good career on that side. He
Hmm.
also is the national goalkeeper for Pakistan's floorball team,
Oh,
the
okay.
gents team. Yeah, although he has he had polio as a kid, and one of his semi handicapped. He's handicapped. Uh,
Mm.
his mobility is limited, but he is such a good goalie that he has been playing in the Norwegian first division, even, which is
Okay.
extremely high level. I mean, the goalkeeper is the most important player on the court, and I hope to hope we can. I hope to take you to a game taking place on Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah, so and you will see what floorball is about,
Yeah.
and you will see what well how demanding it can be, and you will understand why.
I look forward. I would love to see
Yeah,
something new for me. So
yeah.
all of these things, I would love to absorb and understand a little bit more.
Yeah, it will be a pleasure to have you here, and but definitely we will plan this guest and this trip for you, and we
Mm.
will surely be happy to give you a suggestion for the bicycle tour. We have people who are
Okay.
politicians who will make sure that we have no obstacles on the route that you will go. So
Okay, that would be
yeah,
very nice.
so
Yeah,
yeah, we might need some permissions, because I think it's good to be on the safe side. So,
that's right. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
yeah,
I will, once I have a better idea, most probably tomorrow, later
yeah.
tomorrow, I will send you the details and then you can take it from there.
That
That will
would
be
be
very nice.
perfect. Perfect. Ajmal sir, where in Pakistan do you hail from?
I'm from Multan.
Multan. Oh,
Yeah, I'm Multani.
in Multan.
I was born in Karachi, but I was brought up and studied in Multan. Anybody who knows La Salle High School in Multan, I'm from La Salle, and then after my high school, I went to PMA, Pakistan Military Academy, and I became an officer. I graduated
Okay.
and became an
So all of you people, if there is somebody from Multan here, your fellow citizen is here.
officer. Yeah, that's right,
Time to
in
greet him.
Norway.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes, of course. We have some people who have already said that they will meet you. One of them is actually a very famous artist, Malik Sajid. Malik Saab
Okay.
is a painter, and also he makes wood carvings, and is made some pretty amazing stuff. So yeah, you will see his artwork. I hope when you come here, he's already called me and said, I definitely want to meet with Ajmal Saab. I said, of course you will meet him. So
Thank you. I look forward to that as well.
yeah,
Yeah, I look forward
good.
to that.
So, and we have a pretty good in city center. There's a place called Grönland, and the Grönland part, that's where we have mithai shops and well, our own restaurants, and proper desi food. So
Oh, okay, okay, cool. I look forward to visiting the places as well.
yeah,
If I'm
yeah,
in Australia, why not? Yeah.
of course, of course. So thank you very much for this short noticed appearance. I think you must be tired after a long
My
day.
pleasure. The only thing is, I'm just tired after biking for 75 kilometers. So, but I look forward to meeting all of you guys or whoever wants to meet on coming Saturday. And I will be there from Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So, more than happy to meet during this time as well.
Definitely. Okay, great.
We'll send the
Thank you.
details.
Thank you,
Thank you
Ajmal
very,
Saab,
very much. Thanks a lot. Thank
and
you.
thanks for your time.
Thank you.